we will be talking about another term which is known as power. Okay, now what is power? When I say power, what comes in your mind? Okay, that how much strength, right? How much strength we have. Okay, so how can we calculate strength of a person? Like if I say that strength of a person means how much amount of work you can do, right? So here also how much amount of work is done, or how much amount of current is dissipated, or how much electric energy is dissipated for consumption of an electric current, it is known as power. Okay, so power is denoted by the letter P, and it is denoted by VI. What is V? V is the potential difference and I is the current. Okay, or we can say, what did I say? Work done, right? Work done per unit time. So what is work done in case of a electric circuit? It is amount of charge moved through a potential difference for time t. Okay, so power is denoted by the letter P, and it is also known as denoted as the product of potential difference and current flowing through the circuit, and also it is known as work done. And for work done means how much amount of charge is moved by a potential through a potential difference, and for time t. Okay, and here using Ohm's law we can again derive this power. Okay, so here we can say that potential difference means what? Potential difference means V is equal to, we know V is equal to IR. So instead of here, if I substitute this, what do I get? Instead of V, if I write IR, what do I get? IRI, which means I square R. Okay, so power, from here I can say, so how many formulas I am getting? Power is equal to VI. Okay, second, power is equal to potential difference into charge by time, right? Charge by time. Again, third one, what I am getting? I square R by substituting Ohm's law. And if I substitute, if I take it in terms of R, then what will I get? I by V. I is equal to V by R. So if I substitute this in place of here, what do I get? Power is equal to, so I am keeping V fixed, I am changing the I. So what will I get? V by R, which is equal to V square by R. So again I am getting power as V square by R. So there are 4 formulas for finding power. Okay, and what is power? It is the strength or electric energy that is dissipated for consumption of an electric current. Okay, and what is the SI unit of power? SI unit of power is watt. Okay, or we can say W. Like meter, we don't write meter, M-E-T-R-E, that whole thing we don't write, we just write M. Okay, similarly watt, we don't write watt, we just write W. Like you may have heard that a bulb is 4 watt bulb, 5 watt bulb, or 10 watt bulb, like this you may have heard. So what means, now you know that it is power. Now in what is actually very small thing, so in our actual practice we use larger unit. Like we don't define, suppose if I say how much how much is your school from your home, we don't say in terms of meter, we always denote in terms of kilometer, like half a kilometer or 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer, like that we denote. Similarly, watt is very small unit, so we denote it in actual practice, we denote it by kilowatt. Okay, kilowatt. So 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt. Like we have 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. It's the same thing. Okay, so this is what is watt. Okay, and electrical energy is what is then electrical energy? It is the product of power and time. So let's find out what is electrical energy. So what is electrical energy? If we say in that way, electrical energy is a product of power and time. And what is power? Power we denote by SI unit of power is W, and time is like second. Okay, but here since we cannot calculate in 1 second how much power is consumed, so we denote it by R. Okay, so we can say electric energy, we denote it by watt hour. Okay, it is watt hour. And what is watt hour? 1 watt hour. 1 watt hour means the energy that is consumed when 1 watt of power is used for 1 hour. Okay, so if 1 watt of, like if a bulb is for 1 watt, okay, and if it glows for 1 hour, okay, then the energy consumed by the bulb is 1 watt hour. Okay, this is the definition of electrical energy. And you can also denote it by joule also. Okay, so this R you have to, when you convert it into second, okay, so when you convert this R into second, as you know that R is not a SI unit of time, so commonly used unit is watt hour, though commonly used unit is watt hour because for 1 second it's very difficult to find, but actually whenever you are doing it, we convert that R into second and we calculate. And watt second is also known as, when you convert R into second, we get watt second, and this watt second is also known as joule. Okay, and you know that energy, the SI unit of energy is joule, right? And next we will be talking about heating effect of current. Okay, from here we will learn the Joule's law of heating effect. Okay, heating effect of current is nothing but whatever you have seen in your practical experience. Okay, now when you charge your mobile, all have got seen mobile phones. Okay, so when you charge your mobile, you will see the mobile is getting heated up. Or when you switch on a fan or TV or any electronic device, if you play it or when electric current passes through the device, you see that it gets heated up. And why it is so? Because each and every circuit, through each and every circuit, this electrons are flowing, correct? Now they are colliding with one another, hence resistance is produced. More the resistance, what happens? More the resistance is produced, this some amount of work should be done to remove that resistance, and there will be free flowing of the current. So to remove that resistance, some amount of work is to be done. So that work that is done, okay, which is converted into energy. And which energy, which form of energy it is converted? It is converted into heating energy. Okay, it is converted into heating energy. So whenever current flows through a circuit or anywhere or any device, the circuit provides little bit of resistance, and that resistance is to remove that resistance. Okay, to remove that resistance, what we have to do, we have to do some work. Okay, to remove that resistance we have to do some work. Like suppose you're working in a road, crowded road, you have to push and pull everyone so that you can move forward, right? So some amount of work is to be done to remove that resistance, and that when you're doing the work, what happens when you're pushing and pulling someone, when you're moving through a crowded road, what happens, you're putting some effort, and that will maybe you may get sweat. Okay, so that's just an example. Okay, like why do we get sweat? Because our body gets heated up. Okay, so similarly, when through a device electric current flows, the body provides resistance, and resistance, what happens, this resistance will produce some amount of work is done, and that work is converted into some amount of energy, and that energy is causes heating of that surface. Okay, now where have you seen this practical experience? So you may ask that why to provide resistance, why from outside we are providing resistance. Now see, you have seen bulb, right? You have seen bulb glowing. Now inside the bulb you have also seen some coils, or you have seen heaters also, or electric irons also. You have seen that coils are there. Now what are these coils? What is the use of these coils? These coils are nothing but they are providing resistance to the free flowing of the current, and due to this high resistance, what happens, it gets heated up, and with the heat it produces also, it becomes red, or it glows, or it produces light. That is what we see in our daily life. Okay, bulb, glowing of bulb is nothing, it's a phenomenon due to resistance we are seeing the bulb is glowing. So this is one example of heating effect of current. So back to the heating effect of current. So what is we have already learned that what is power and all those things. So so work done, so the work done in moving some amount of potential, some amount of charge through a potential difference, like let it be V. Okay, so what will be the work done? Work done will be some amount of charge, let that be Q. Okay, work done will be Q. Okay, if work done is the some amount of work done in moving the charge Q through a potential difference V. Okay, so work done will be what? It will be a product of V and Q. Okay, so if it is a product of V and Q, that means power will be what? Power is rate of work done. So rate of work done means what? Work done by T, or we can say VQ by T. So this is what is power, that we have already discussed earlier. Then, and what is energy? Here we are talking about heating energy. So what is energy? Power per unit, power that we have consumed in time, in some amount of time. In 1 hour, in 1 second, if it is 20 watts, in 30 seconds, how much power is consumed? What do we do? We just multiply. That means it will be P into T, right? So we can say that P means what? VI, right? So it will be VIT. So we got energy is equal to power into time, right? Second, we got energy is equal to VI into T, V for voltage, I for current, and T for time. And from here, from Ohm's law, we know that we can, I am writing over here, from Ohm's law what do we know? If I keep current constant, then and change the velocity, potential difference, what do we get? V is equal to IR. Okay, so if I am changing this potential difference, what do I get? Instead of V, I will be writing IR. Okay, so IR, instead of V I am writing IR, and again IT, so which means I square RT. So here I got third formula for finding energy, heating energy. Okay, it is I square RT. Okay, and now I'll change this. Instead of changing V, if I change I, what will I get? E is equal to VIT. From here I got E is equal to VIT. Okay, so instead of I'll be substituting V by R into T, which means V square by R into T. So here I got another V square by R into T. So there also I got 4 formulas for power. Here also I got 4 formulas for energy. And this energy, we don't write E, as we know that it produces heat. So we denote it by the letter H, and thus this is known as heating effect of current. And what is heating effect of current? It is also known as Joule's law of heating effect of current. Okay, now as I have told you, this is Joule's heating effect, or ohming heating. It is also known as ohming heating. And what is it? Joule's heating effect states that when current is passing through a circuit, okay, electric energy is produced, and which is converted to heat as it flows through a resistance. Okay, like as I have told you, like a common example, let us take fan. Okay, when we just switch on the fan, and when we keep on electricity passing through it, what we see, after some time we see that the fan is getting heated up. Or electric iron, as you all know, electric iron that is used for pressing. Okay, electric iron, all these things are common examples of Joule's heating effect, that when electric current is passed through a circuit, what happens? Energy is produced, and this energy is heating energy, and this is due to the resistance. Okay, and we can formulate this from power we have derived. I have shown you how to derive and all those things. So what is the heating effect? It is if H denotes the heating effect or energy, okay, we can say I square RT. This is our formula 1. Okay, so if numericals come from it, so if current is given or resistance is given and time is also given, for how long current is flowing through, like questions may come like for a certain amount of time and certain amount of resistance, current flowing through a circuit is this much ampere. So what is the total amount of energy produced? Okay, or energy is given, current flowing through the circuit is also given, and time is also given, and what is the amount of resistance produced in the circuit. Okay, so questions may come in this way. Any of the terms will be missing and you have to find it out. Also questions may come like potential difference. In terms of potential difference, how do we express this heating effect or energy? That is H is equal to V square T in V square into T by R. And what is R over here? Resistance. V is the potential difference and T is the total time taken. Okay, so here also if potential difference is given, resistance is given and time is given, you need to find out the heat energy, or it may be like some of the term, any of the term is missing and you have to find the with the help of the other terms you have to find the value of the term missing. Okay, so this is what we have for electricity. Okay, so there are various numericals, all the formulas are given, just you need to practice those numericals.